Hi everybody and welcome to Age's Cozy Crochet Corner, and today we're just doing scarves. So I have this really simple pattern right here. It works up really quick and it's nice and soft and fluffy. It's almost pillow-like. I love it. And we'll just be working with 3 stitches today: the single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. I have tutorials on all 3 if you need that. And I'm working with a eye hook, a 5.25 millimeter hook, and I'm using a medium red heart yarn. So just to get it started real quick, we are going to chain up. Our pattern works in multiples of 3 plus 2. So whatever size you want, you're going to chain up 3 plus 2. So I'm going to get my yarn on my hook, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll go one more time. 1, 2, 3. And then multiples of 2, right? So 1, 2. So we have our 3 multiples of 3 plus 2. So whatever length that you want yours, just chain up and chain up in multiples of 3, and then add 2 onto your end. Okay? So I like this size right here. I want to duplicate this. So this is what I'm going to do. If you want yours wider, you just go longer. So we're going to skip the first chain, and we're going to go into the second one, and we're going to single crochet. And then we're going to go into the next one and single crochet, and we're going to single crochet along this whole foundation chain. I've been doing a bazaar and I had to work up a bunch of hats and scarves. So I was looking at different simple scarves that could work up really, really quick. And this is a quick workup one as well. So, and it's 1 row repeat. So, you could just chill and relax with this one. Once you get the hang of the pattern, it just flows. It flows, and it flows really, really quickly. So I will only probably show you about 2 rows on this, and then we'll turn this piece that we're working on right now into an infinity scarf. And the one that I've already worked up, I will show you then how to put tassels. So you can either make it into an infinity scarf, or you can just throw tassels on it. Either way, this piece is lovely. So we come to our last one in that chain and make a single. Now we're just going to, and this is what your piece should look like, it's your row of single crochets on it. And now you're just going to chain up 2. You're always going to chain up 2. And then you're going to turn your work. This is where our 1 row repeat begins, and we will follow this throughout the whole project. So in that first hole, the first space that you have, I want you to make a single crochet in there, and then you'll take and make a half double crochet into the same space, and then we're going to make a double crochet into the same space. So we have 3 stitches into 1 space. Then I want you to skip 2, 1, 2, and in the third space put another single crochet, then a half double crochet, and then a double crochet. And then we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and in our third we're going to put another single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. Skip 2 and put another single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. Skip 2 spaces and put 1 single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. Very repetitious. 1, 2, skip, and 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. There you go. And we're going to skip 2 again, 1, 2, and put 1 single crochet, half double crochet, and a double crochet. So we're coming to our end and we have 3 spaces left. So we're going to skip 2, and in the last one we will only put a single crochet, and it will be like that for every single row. If I didn't want to go in there, 1 single crochet at the end of each row, and then you will always chain up 2, 1, 2, and in that very first stitch you will go right back in with 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. And you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and you notice that when you skip, you're always going to fall right into the single crochet from the previous row. So in that third stitch, 1, 2, 3, you put 1 single crochet, 1 half, and 1 double. And you 1, 2 skip, and again you see you fall into that single crochet from the previous row, and you put 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Skipping 2, 1, 2 in the third space, you're going to put 1 single crochet, 1 half double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Again, skipping 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the third space, half double crochet, and double crochet. And skipping 1, 2, make 1 single crochet, 1 half, and 1 double. Skipping 2 again, 1, 2, in the third space you're making 1 single crochet, 1 half, and 1 double, all in the same space. And we come to the end, so we have 3 stitches here, 1, 2, and the third one we're just going to make 1 single. So remember, at every end we're making 1 single crochet in the last stitch, and at every beginning we're chaining 2, 1, 2, turning our work and starting the pattern all over again. This, like I said, is a very simple pattern. It works the same way all the way up. I want you to work on your piece, and I will come back and I will show you how we're going to end this off. working one single, one half double, and one double from the first stitch, skipping two, and into the third stitch, one half, one single, one half, and one double all the way through. And I'll come back with you and end it off, and we'll turn this into an infinity scarf. Okay, now you should be coming up to the last row, in which you want to do is you make it as long as you want it to be done. So we're just going to put, and I'm ending off right here, making my one single crochet to end that row. So now what we want to do is chain up one, turn your work, and I want you to make one single crochet all the way along, going one in top of each stitch that you have done. Because we began with a row of single crochets, we must end in a row of single crochets. So we're just going to do one across. And as you see, I have added gray to my lovely yellow. One, because I ran out of yellow, and two, because I wanted to add something different. This is the hat that I'm making. This to go with. Lovely hat. So I wanted to make sure that I kept in theme with my piece. So I decided to put the gray on the ends here. I actually had to go back and add gray to my beginning portion, but that's just me. So think about your color scheme before you start, so you don't have to end up like me, doubling back. This right here, if you have one skein of yarn, and I'm using for most of this gray, I'm using is the Red Heart Jumbo Super Saver, but I do believe I had just a regular one for the yellow, but it should take one skein. I just made tons of stuff with this yellow. So let's see. Once we get to the end and we did one row of single crochets, you're going to chain one, cut your yarn, and I want you to leave a nice tail on your yarn, because remember, we're going to turn this to an infinity scarf. So we want to have enough yarn to go all the way across with. So I'm going to cut off an unbelievably long piece of yarn. So chain one, and then I'm going to pull my yarn all the way through and just pull it tight. And that's it. We have finished our scarf. I hope you love your piece. And I'm trying to tell you, you feel it, right? The pillowy feeling. So wrapped around your neck, this is going to be awesome. So because I have now added this, and I'm gonna weave in my end as I talk to you, because I don't want this in the way. But now that I have put the gray on both sides, I no longer want to make this piece an infinity scarf, which is no worries for you. I'm just going to make this into an infinity scarf, and I'll probably just pull it out later on and put tassels on this piece too. I'll clip that off in a second. So what we want to do to make this an infinity scarf, we now have our super long, if I can find the end of it, a super long string on which we cut. And we're just going to match the sides, and they both should be equal. And we're just going to use our yarn needle to weave this in. Now I would just crochet this up, but I wanted to show you a different way. Some people do one, some people do the other. I usually crochet, because I always say if I begin crocheting, I'm going to end crocheting. I'm going to crochet all the way through. but I always like to show alternatives to even what I'm used to. So we're going to get our yarn on our needle, and we're just going to weave it through just as if we were um, sewing. So we're going to go through the top loop here, and we're going to go through the top loop on the opposite side, and we're just going to sew this down. Now I always like to double back one, so I'm going to go through the tops, and I always like to double back one just to make sure it's secure. So I'm going to go through here, here, but then I'm always going to double back one and go through there. So you're just sewing in the tops, and that's fairly simple all the way through. I have quite a few videos up with scarves, and as you'll see, this will be the only time that I do it this way, because like I said, I just want to show an alternative to the normal route for other people. Just because I'm comfortable with a certain way doesn't mean everyone is, and I want to be a little bit of something for everybody. So we're just going to keep going back and forth just through the tops. And like I said, I double back every once in a while. And that's just going to give me, make sure I'm always like, oh, is a stitch going to come out? I freak out. I don't want stitches to come out on people. So anything that I could do to give me that added security to know that that is in there and it is not coming out makes me feel happy. And going to do that. Make sure we get our last one. Now this is our last one. So when you get to the last one, when you get your loop, then you want to lock it with the knot. And once you're finished, because you already have your yarn on the loop, you can weave in your ends. Make sure you're not holding both sides when you're doing that. Just weave your ends in back and forth, however you do it, however many times, so you know it's secure. And just like that, we now have an infinity scarf. Of course, you're going to cut this off of here. And you have an infinity scarf. Cut this here too. And voila, infinity. Love it. I might even leave it like this. I don't know. But I think I wound up putting tassels on this one. So that is our infinity scarf. So if you want an infinity scarf, all you have to do is close off your edges just as you saw me do, and either crochet it down the line, and I do have a video on joining, or you can use your yarn needle and go across. So I wanted to show the yarn needle method. And like that. Okay, so I also promised tassels. All right, so let us get tassels going. So if you want to do tassels, and I hope you remember this lovely piece, I wanted tassels on this piece. So let's see, I'm going to go with gray tassels because I think that that would go nicely with this piece. So I was using a CD case, and all of a sudden I can't find it. So FIFA, here we go. So you take, you can take a book. You could take anything. Turn it on the back side. You could take anything. I like this way because it makes sure that everything is even. You can do it free-handed. You do not have to use any item, but I like to use an item. So what I want to do is get 2 pieces for each one, because 2 pieces will yield me 4 pieces in the end. So I want to wrap around this once, which I kind of already did, and one more time, 2, 3, and 4. And once I've wrapped around 4 times, I want to cut off my yarn where I began. And I just want to go through here and cut this off. And of course, this is like all botched because I am using the worst scissors in the house that I have, because my lovely children have hidden all of my scissors. Let's see. So now that we have our tassel, you want to get a needle, find where you want to place your tassels. I'm going to start on my end. You're going to grab it with the yarn, with the needle, and pull it through the hole. Once it's come through the hole, I want to find the larger hole, pull it up enough for 2 fingers to come through, grab my yarn, and just pull it straight on down. And we have tasselage. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate that one more time again. Hopefully my scissors behave with me this time. Now we're going to wrap it around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You want to cut off, so you're off of your yarn. And when you do that, even that first piece out. And then you just want to take this and cut along the bottom. Oh, these scissors are the worst. Okay. Wow. So now that I have my pieces, I want to go through, and I'll do it on the end again. Go through the whole, grab, I'm going to grab that navy blue piece too, and pull down. And tassel. So that is how you make your tassel. You would just do that wherever you want to. If you want it longer, then find something longer. If you want to do it, do as many of them as you want to. If you want more tassels on your piece, then just add more tassels, wrap around more times, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep putting tassels on mine, and I will show you my finished product when I am done.